Clause 290, attempt to cast away vessels.
Clause 290, attempts to cast away vessels. It is proposed that clause 290, attempts to cast away vessels, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 291, injuring animals.
Clause 291, injuring animals. It is proposed that clause 291, injuring animals, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 292, punishment for malicious injuries in general.
Clause 292, punishment for malicious injuries in general. It is proposed that clause 292, punishment for malicious injuries in general, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no.
We need some clarity here, Chair.
Yeah, honorable members, when the clerk reads the clause, if the committee don't have any, and then while I am reading the heading of the clause, any member can draw my attention if you want any clarifications or explanation to that effect.
Yes.
Clerk, let's proceed.
Sorry, Chair. First, you have to read, and then we draw your attention, and that's what transpired. When we drew your attention, you ignored.
Honorable members, no, we are not.
Both you and your clerk.
We are not debating on that, please. No debate on that. Another day, not today. Clerk, let's continue.
Clause 293, attempts to destroy property by explosive.
Clause 293, committee. Clause 293, attempts to destroy property by explosive. It is proposed that clause 293, attempts to destroy property by explosives, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 294, communicating infectious diseases to animals.
Clause 294, communicating infectious diseases to animals. It is proposed that clause 294, communicating infectious diseases to animals, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 295, removing boundary marks with intent to defraud.
This is clause 295, okay. Clause 295, committee. We have a proposal on clause 295 by the Deputy Majority Leader and member for Olyundum. And his proposal reads, increase punishment from 3 years to 7 years. Removing boundary marks with intent to defraud. A person who willfully and unlawfully and with intent to defraud removes or defaces any object or mark which has been lawfully erected or made as an indication of the boundary of any land, commits a felony and is liable on conviction to imprisonment for 3 years. And the member for Olyundum want it to be increased to 7 years. Majority Leader, also, no, now we will allow, okay, I will allow them,
Yes.
Then
I
you
want to stand fully to
hold on, yeah, then you take note. Member for Kantora, go ahead.
Yes, I want to stand fully to support the submission because this can create chaos in our community or even tribal war, ethnic war, communal war or communal fighting. Probably you don't experience it here in Combos, but in the rural Gambia, it's very serious. So I think there has to be a severe punishment to that.
Thank you. Member for Fonyi Jaro.
Yes, I think 3 years is enough. If you look at the crime, 3 years is enough.
Fonyi Brevet,
Speaker, I just have a question. What about if the person is not a Gambian? Because things are happening at the border side where some people are complaining that Senegal is normally puts the borderline inside the Gambia. So what about if it happens to be that person is not a Gambian? What are we going to do?
put off your mic. Honorable members, order. I'm not sure whether this includes international boundaries or international jurisdictions or only the national jurisdiction referring to farmlands. But they will respond. I say to who? Serekunda proper.
Thank you very much, Chair. I can see some of the members are not content with the punishment by increasing it to, but maybe the drafters were cognizant with the fact that we don't have those facilities here. So by increasing the punishment, will this not, the number of years for sentencing?
Honorable member, which facilities are you referring?
I mean our penitentiaries, the prisons we have here.
Which facilities we don't have?
The size, the capacity we are talking of. You cannot just put people there, park them there. Every crime that comes, you just put them there.
Thank you.
We know what we are saying. That's why the drafters, let's...
Order. Honorable member for Serekunda, honorable members, drafters are not enacting the law. You are the lawmakers. They don't make law. The only purpose is for you to make law. You cannot say because that's what the drafters said.
Chair, I'm not ready. I was interrupted.
Don't put on your mic.
You have to, yeah.
No, don't put on your mic. Don't put on your mic. Don't speak to your mic. Member for Same, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Chair, for giving me the floor. Honorable Chair, I think let's leave it as it is. I think 3 years is fine.
Order, honorable members, order.
3 years is fine.
Thank
Let's
you.
leave it
Thank
as
you.
it is.
Member for Latikunda Sabeji.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. I think the honorable member for Olyundu made a very good proposal, because if you look at unending and series of land litigations in our courts, I think from 3 years to 7 years, I support it.
Honorable members, it is proposed that
I was on the floor and I was interrupted. Remember, there was a time in the Gambia when our prisons were overwhelmed.
Honorable members, stop that. Honorable members, stop that. You know, you look at your colleagues. No, wait. Order, honorable members. Order. Committee members. Member for Wuli East, ask him to sit, to take his seat. Honorable members, please, member for Serekunda. Member for Serekunda, when you look at your colleagues, they don't just speak to the mic like that. It's most of the time done by you. If you want to request the mic, raise your tag and don't do it. This is not Serekunda and Nyaneja, please. It is proposed that clause 295 be amended as proposed by the member for Olyundum from 3 years in prison on the removing boundary marks with intent to defraud to 7 years. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 296.
No. Once we voted on it, so there I don't need to put the question again.
No, you've already done that. Clause 296. Willful damage, etc., to survey and boundary marks.
Clause 296. Willful damage, etc., to survey and boundary marks. It is proposed that clause 296, willful damage, etc., to survey and boundary marks stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 297, threats to burn, etc.
Clause 297, threats to burn, etc.
Hello, Chair.
Yes, member for Nyamina Dankunku. Use your mic.
I think the Attorney General need to give us some guidance there, because if you look at the clause, like A, let me read A.
Order.
To burn or destroy any house, bar or other building, or any rick or stack, or grain, hay or straw, or other agricultural produce, whether in or under any building or not, or any vessel or. Now, why it is only restricted to agricultural produce? Because we can have in a house electrical equipment,
Order.
plant and machineries. Why it is only restricted only on agricultural produce?
Honorable members, order. Thank you. Thank you. Put off your mic. Yes, because this clause is dealing with agricultural, sagerte, sadugubi, that's what it is dealing. It's not dealing on fish or electronic or this thing, but we will ask him to respond. The Attorney General. Yes, let's allow the Attorney General first, then welcome. No, let him respond, then we come to the other issue. Order, please. Let's allow the Attorney General to respond.
I believe previously, Honorable Member for Nyamina, we dealt with arson in general terms and threatening arson, which is general. That would have covered everything. So this one is just specific. And if you look at that A that you also read, it says to burn or destroy any house. So there is a comma there, which means any house. And then it went on to, so the agricultural is just examples. Emphasis is just laid to that, but it doesn't exclude any specific house. So threatening to burn a building is an offense.
Yes.
Member for Kantora.
Yes. Chairman, I don't know if I want to move a motion for us to rescind our decision on 9-6, because if you look at it under willful damage, etc., survey and boundary marks, it says commit a misdemeanor and liable on a conviction of a fine of $200. Maybe it should be 200,000.
On which clause?
296. Willful damage, etc., survey and boundary marks. Commit a misdemeanor and liable of conviction on a fine of $200. It should be $200,000.
Where? Majority leader, I'm not following.
Yes. And also
Majority leader, wait.
on 296.
Majority leader, wait.
And misdemeanor also to change to felony.
Yeah.
Commit a felony instead of misdemeanor. Instead of commit a misdemeanor, should be now commit a felony and a fine of $200,000.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So I move a motion for us to rescind our decision on clause 96.
Yes, let's finish. Honorable members, order, please. Let's finish with 297, then we come to the majority leader's point.
Chair.
Let's finish 297. Yes, Serekunda.
So, and the clause continues, B, to kill, maim, or wound any cattle. So, what is the relationship between this and the previous
Yes.
clause? Here, threats to burn, etc. A person who, knowing the content thereof, sends, deliver, utter, or direct or indirect cause to be received any letter of threat. Is it the to kill, maim, wound any cattle as well? 297 B.
Yeah, we are going with A first.
Yeah, that's,
The member make a proposal. Let's finish.
yeah, but I think there is a mismatch between B and A.
Attorney General,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the member of Serekunda, you heard him? Yes, Lower Salum.
Yes, Honorable Chair, I cannot argue more with you with this clause because this is a criminal offences bill. And why targeting agriculture? What about a commercial shop? A commercial shop. Why can we add?
That has been dealt with.
Why can we add commercial shop only dealing with agriculture?
That has been dealt with.
Honorable members, yes, now let's listen to the Attorney General.
If you go to clause 285, Asim, you will see that your concerns are covered. 285.
Sorry. Honorable members, Chief Whip.
It says a person
Whip.
who willfully or unlawfully
Attorney
sets.
General, please wait. Chief Whip, please migrate back to your place. Attorney General, go ahead.
Lower Salome, you've seen? Yeah, so that's a general provision for Asim in general. All right, okay.
So, honorable members, it is proposed that clause 297, threats to burn, etc. Yes, AG, one of the members also asked about the 297A and B, according to him, is mismatched. I think it's Serekunda. Yeah, he wanted you to clarify on that also.
No, the killing and maiming and wounding here is relating to the burning of the structure. Other causes of injuries and killings of animals is also covered above. Yes. But this one, if it is arising out of the attempt or the burning of the building.
Yes, then it needs to be redrafted to clarify what
no.
it means. Otherwise, anybody can just fall victim. Yes.
If you take a cutlass and cause injury to somebody's animals, there is an appropriate section. We covered even this morning, not long ago, yes, where you can be charged. But this is an injury or killing arising from the burning, the acid. So they're separate.
Thank you.
Yes, Serekunda.
You see, I don't think you need to entertain member for Serekunda. If this member for Serekunda make a proposal, it's where you can argue on his proposals. But there was no proposal that was laid in your decks, or neither he himself making the proposals.
No,
Please,
you are right. Member for Lower Salom, sustain. It is proposed that clause 297, threats to burn, etc., stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. The majority leader earlier on. Majority leader, can we hear it from?
I move the motion for us to rescind the decision on 296. Mindful for the fact that there is a typo error. I wanted to read this way: commit, instead of a misdemeanor, commit a felony, and a conviction of $200,000 and for 3 years, not 3 months. Yeah. Where you have 3 months, to contain 3 years. Felony, yes. Misdemeanor felony, 200,000.
Attorney General. Yes. No, move, Imam, move. Imam, move.
A motion for us to rescind that decision on 296.
Second, Lower Salom.
A right to second.
Authority. Also.
Second the motion. Thank you.
It has been moved and seconded that we rescind our decision on 296, willful damage, etc., to survey and boundary marks. And at the same time, amend C. And amend that for the on C to be committed instead of misdemeanor felony. And you see, upon a conviction on a fine of $200, typo error to be $200,000. Though, and from 3 months to 3 years in prison. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Clerk may proceed.
Chapter 7, Forgery, Coining, Counterfeiting, and Similar Offenses. Part 34, Definitions. Clause 298, Definition of Forgery.
Clause 294, definition of forgery. 298, definition of forgery. It is proposed that clause 298, definition of forgery, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. No, we don't have. It's just coming now. But at the time I was reading, so these House members will just cut papers like this. But you bring a proper seat. You can't bring this seat. You bring a proper, but you bring a proper seat. Look at this. Then that's why you don't have. Okay, next time. No, next time. No, that's not important. How you convey the message, that's the most important thing.
What's this word? Altering.
Huh?
Yes, we will.
Yeah, because we don't know what. There's proposal from the member for all Yundum.
Altering.
Altering. His proposal is insert altering existing. Where? Use your mic.
Yes. Now, what I'm saying is the definition on forgery. It says forgery is the making of a false document. So I'm saying after false, you can insert altering existing document, because making false document, you're talking about false document. Sometimes you can also alter existing document that is not, that you haven't made. You can sign.
Whether you are altering or not, it's false. It does not alter it. False document. All put. Huh? All you do? Are you convinced? He's convinced. Use your mind.
Just want to be specific with the definition. That's why I put in altering existing documents as well. But
Are you now convinced?
that's fine. Okay.
Okay, thank you. It is proposed that clause 298, definition of forgery, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Okay, well,
Clause 299. Sorry. That's what I said.
Go ahead.
Clause 299. Document.
Clause 399, documents, is 399, documents. Huh? There is issue. There are issues, or there is some issue.
Chair,
Yes?
I propose we change the numbers from 399 to 299.
Uh-huh.
And
It is proposed that 399 document stand part of the bill with amendment. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. It is now 299.
Clause 300. Making a false document.
Yeah, this 305, yeah. Clause 300, making a false document. It is proposed that clause 300, yes, member for Latikunda Sabiji. Use your mic.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. What I did not see here is with regards to electronic signatures, this is 21st century, people are advancing, and also PDF manipulation. You can change my simple Microsoft Word to PDF. This is, you are altering the original content of the document. So I don't know where it is scattered where it is scattered here. This is what I didn't see.
You don't have that one here, so what if you want to propose anything, you know what to do. No.
If the AG can explain.
Member for Upper Salem, you have the floor.
The change of file from one format to another doesn't actually change the content. You are just changing the format. .pdf, .exl, .xls, .pix, etc., etc. It doesn't change the format. It doesn't change the content itself. It's just the extension that it actually changes to allow you to be able to open it in various formats.
Yeah. Thank you. Any order? It is proposed that.
No, let me explain that point to honorable member. If my document is original document is
honorable member for Latikunda
PDF.
Sabiji.
Yeah.
Please don't do that. No, please. Please, no, next time. No, next time. It is proposed that clause 300, making a false document, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 301, intent to defraud.
Clause 301, intent to defraud. It is proposed that clause 301, intent to defraud, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Part Roman 35, punishment for forgery. Clause 302, general punishment for forgery.
Clause 302, general punishment for forgery. It is proposed that clause 302, general punishment for forgery, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 303, forgery of will, codicil, or other testamentary document.
It is proposed that clause 303.
Yeah, Chair, I sent in a proposal. I sent in a proposal.
Yeah, I said, yeah, I'm holding your paper. Members should not speak to the mic just like that. Clause 303, forgery of will, codicil, or other testamentary document. And we have a proposal from nominated member Kebalang Fofana. He is proposing to amend the punishment to 14 years imprisonment. Yes, member for Olyundum.
Yes, Honorable Chair, I think I support that proposal because if you look at the punishment, it's too harsh. And in crime, of course, it's not an excuse, but sometimes you can have first-time offenders. You understand? Unless if you want to, create a gap to say maybe the punishment should be from this end to this end, and then allow the judge to decide on the fate of the person who committed that crime. But life sentence, I think, is too harsh.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yes. Willie is?
I can raise it. Yes, if you turn to the page 123, the first paragraph, second line. You are dealing with that one. 303.
Yeah, Member Fully is please go ahead.
Yes, the second line, if you read it, say, commits an offense and is liable on conviction to imprisonment for life, comma, and the court may, in addition, order that may document. If you read that, it's not flowing. I think it's trying to say, in addition, order that the document as a portion shall be forfeited to the state. We remove the may.
Honorable Attorney General. So it should be ordered that the documents instead of may, and then now life to be substituted to 14 years. Attorney General.
These are very serious offenses. So and banknotes, currency notes, bills of exchange.
I'm not sure whether you can detach
Maybe
the
we can do
will.
a ring.
Sorry, can I?
Yeah, let me finish first.
Can I
Yeah, I'll
come?
come to you. Now, how about maybe the banknotes, the will, and the currency, maybe you detach them? Nominated Member Kewalang Fofana?
Yes, I think you have other issues on the banknotes on 305. And if you go to 305, the punishment given for that is even less, 7 years. And I have a proposal for that. You know, I have a proposal for that.
Attorney General, it is proposed that clause 303, forgery of will, codicil, or other testamentary document stands part of the bill with amendments. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 304. Forgery of judicial or official document.
Clause 304, forgery of judicial or official document. It is proposed that clause 304, forgery of judicial or official document, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 305. Making or having in possession paper or implements for forgery.
Clause 305, making or having in possession paper or implements for forgery. Committee, we have a proposal from nominated member Kebalang Fofana on 305E. 305E, making or having in possession paper or implement for a forgery. A person who without lawful authority or excuse, the proof of which lies on him or her, you have A, B, C, D, and E, uses or knowingly has in his or her custody or possession any paper upon which any such words, figures, letters, marks, lines, or devices have been printed or in any wise made as aforesaid. Anywise or otherwise, commits a felony and is liable on conviction to imprisonment for 7 years, is proposing to 14 years. Because when you look at A, B, C, all those things. Yes,
Yes, Chair, these are very serious crimes. If you look at the papers we are talking about, they are the special papers being used to make money. And it doesn't stop there. In fact, the crime extends to people who might have the molding machines and other stuff. So these are serious economic crimes that can have very adverse implications on our economy. So that's why I believe the punishment should be harsh.
It is proposed that clause 305, making or having in possession Yes, Wuli is?
No.
Wuli West.
Busumbala.
Okay, Busumbala.
Yes. On the same third line, lines or device have been printed or in any wise. So is it to be read as otherwise or anyway?
Attorney General. According to the Attorney General, it's fine as it is. It is proposed that clause 3 or 5, making or having in possession paper or implement for forgery, stands part of the bill with amendments. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Is that all?
Yes.
Clause 306, unlawful inquiries relating to the possibility of forgery.
Clause 306, unlawful inquiries relating to the possibility of forgery. It is proposed that clause 306, unlawful inquiries relating to the possibility of forgery, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 307, offenses relating to stamps.
Clause 305, offenses, 307, offenses relating to stamp. Committee? No issue. Yes, nomination member Kebalang Fofana.
Honorable Chair, if you look at the provision of this section, basically it's on the revenue line. You know, and many of the alterations there, I might take guidance or will like guidance from the Attorney General. But if you look at it properly, it's talking about suppression of revenue. That would be the intent. So I strongly believe if we want to fight corruption, these are